99.3, we are Nigeria Info Health Station. Carla brought herself in.
Good afternoon.
Welcome, Carla.
TGIF. That's what I love about this show. It's not just that it's on Nigeria Info, but it's every Friday. So it just opens the door for a wonderful weekend.
Sounds like you're a party girl.
Yes,
you haven't lost your party spirit.
You know, I might sound like I am, but trust me, I go to bed every day at 8:30. But weekends may be an exception. But anyway, thanks for having me again. Welcome to the Health Station on Nigeria Info. For all of you who stayed tuned in, thank you for listening. And today, like any other week, any other Friday, we have a new topic. And today, it's actually a very interesting topic. Joyce is actually helping me with the props to make sure that we have everything set for the show. So the question I commonly get from most of people who I think that's good. That's fine. Yeah. From most people who call in or send messages or Instagram followers or what have you is very common. So it's about juice. So today the topic is about juice. Is it your friend? Is it a foe? Is it healthy? Is it not healthy? Is it what it is? Or is there more to it than just a fruit in that pack? So it is about juice. The question is about, is it healthy? And the problem is that, and I'm sure you agree with me, Joyce, that the answer is more than a simple yes or no, because there's a huge variety of commercial juices out there, and sometimes it makes you think what exactly is in it. So I was really encouraged by one of our listeners named Michael Opara, and he came up with this question saying, I quote, "I've seen a particular advert many times on television. It's about a fruit juice. The advert says that the product is 100% fruit. Can a product maintain its 100% natural contents when it's processed and put in a container?" So that really got me thinking,
that's a good question.
That's really something I want to share. So I'm sure many of you out there have similar questions or confusions about juices sold, and especially when you are dealing with millions of nairas invested in marketing in order to make the package look extremely healthy and natural, with an eye-catching design on the front package, with the sole purpose basically to lure you into believing that all natural and goodness is what this juice contains. Nothing but good and healthy ingredients. So let's take this package for an example, Joyce. That's what you were helping me with.
Mm-hmm.
If I give you this, and you look at the front package, what does it say? I mean, is it appealing enough for you to say that this is, that's a good juice?
Absolutely, because it says no added sugar.
Yeah.
So given the fact that I think I'm trying to avoid sugar, I might have a leaning towards this if I wanted something to drink.
All right. And what about what's written on the sides? Like you've got
100% fruit juice. Yeah.
Real apple. No artificial flavors,
colors or preservatives.
So that's really a way for whoever of you guys listening out there saying, you know what, then that shouldn't be bad.
It sounds as though
that should be a good juice.
If I don't think too hard, it sounds as though it sounds as though it would be as good as going down the road and buying fruits and just
squeezing into yourself at home.
That's
all
what
right.
it would sound like.
So let's start with what exactly is processed or commercial juice, all right? Because many of you get to buy them either in carton packets or carton bottles, should I say, or aluminum pouches. So it's out there and in different forms. Now, unlike the homemade juice where you simply cut the fruit, as Joyce was saying, squeeze the juice out and, or place it in a juice expeller. Many people have this at home and then drink it. Processed juice sold in markets has been through a much longer and much harsher transformational journey. Okay, so again, it's not just about the transformation that the fruit goes through in order to get into a juice state, but it's also the ingredients that are either added or removed from that juice. And most of the time, it's even stripped out of so many nutrients. And this is what we're going to look at. So Let me give you a very, very simplified overview of the process in hand that takes you from the fruit to the juice. Basically, what are the steps the fruit goes through in order to end up on those supermarket shelves. So it's going to be oversimplified. I'm not going to go much into details on every single step, but some of the steps I will highlight what's happening so that you have an idea. Now, processing methods vary between juices, but the general processing methods of juices include the following. First, you have, of course, washing and sorting of the fruits. You have juice extraction, so they extract the juice from the fruit. And you have what we call making the juice concentrate. So they strain, they filter, they clarify, they make it lose its water.
Like a type of refinement.
Exactly. So the concentrate is mixed with water and other ingredients are added. But the thing is, when they get the juice, they don't just leave it as, okay, we got the juice out of the fruit, we're going to package it. No, they're going to remove as much as 1/5 of its volume by removing water. And water can be up to 2/3 of that juice being removed. And why do they do that? And that's an extremely high temperature. That's to kill the germs, so for food safety. But the problem is that during this process, a lot of nutrients are also destroyed. And that increases the shelf life of the juice, which is exactly what producers want. You know, it needs to last longer on the supermarket shelf so we can actually sell more and they can last longer and they won't go to spoilage too soon. And bear in mind that juices that are concentrated by heating under a vacuum to remove the water, then cooling, these lose about 2/3, as I said, of their water content. So juices from fruit concentrate do not contain the whole fruits, and they may be nothing but sugar, other additives to compensate on the lost flavor and the lost color, and water mixed up together. So that's something that's really important for us to know. Another thing as well, once they've done the juice concentrate, to make sure that there are no more, they add the water, they add everything else. To make sure that there are no germs in the pack, they pasteurize again once. And pasteurization is basically heating under extremely high temperatures. Why do they do this? Once again, to kill the germs. And once again, to make it safe for storage. But this also changes the taste, lowers the nutritional value, and it depletes many natural enzymes found in fruits. I can give you an example here. You've got like papaya, like kiwi fruit, which is not very common, but you've got pineapple, which is in the same category, and they contain enzymes called proteases. And proteases are really important when you're digesting proteins, so it's really something healthy. And that's one of the so many enzymes you find in fruits and vegetables. And when you're heating your juice, you're not just destroying the germs, you're also destroying the goodness, you're destroying the enzymes, you're destroying the nutrients. So what they do, they strip this juice of its natural goodness and then tell you loaded with vitamin C, because they add synthetic vitamin C or they add synthetic vitamin D or they add any other thing, most of them being fruit byproducts. So once they're done with this pasteurization, they also, they fill them in containers, but the containers also have to be cleaned and they have to be sterilized. And very commonly they use, they put the hot juice. So your juice has been boiled so many times before you're actually drinking it. It goes into the container and then it has to cool down. So they either quickly cool it down, or if the container cannot stand the heat, they sterilize the container before putting in the juice, and they use antiseptics like hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is an antiseptic used in many products. It's actually against germs. Well, how does it destroy bacteria? It destroys the cell walls of your the bacteria. And it does the same to your skin cells or any other cells, not just the bacterial cells. So you're actually ingesting some chemicals as well. This is really a short summary of the process that the juice actually goes through. So once again, what's the big catch about it? If you are, and of course, you've got the sealing, sterilizing again, cooling, labeling, packaging, but I was talking mainly about the content of the package. So if you were to think of the 3 main points you should learn about that, if you are to think of what the process is about getting the fruit into this pack that I'm holding right now. They add chemicals, they strip the juice from its nutrients, They add synthetic nutrient to make you think it's very, healthy, vitamin C, vitamin D most of the time. And they put it under extremely high temperature and heat before cooling it back so that it can last on the supermarket shelves.
Okay.
Just bear this in mind whenever you're going to buy some juice. So, very important. I am going to be opening the lines, by the way, 0700-993-993-993, because I'd love to hear what you have to say about commercial juice. And I will be taking calls while I will be explaining more about that. And talking about juices, when you think that one production plant can actually make anywhere from 1 to 20 tons of juice a day, that really makes you think and wonder about how much mechanization goes into this process of having your juice in that pack. So let us put the process aside for now and focus on what goes into the juice. So we spoke about what the juice goes through, and now I want you to think about what's in your juice.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. And I was talking about additives, I was talking about synthetic vitamins, but there's more to it than that. I am going to take a call, though.
You want to do that
Yeah,
now?
let me take a call, and then I will
Okay.
continue, so we won't have people waiting. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes? Please lower the volume.
Thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, madam, well done.
Thank you. So juice, friend or foe? Healthy or not healthy, depending. Commercial juice, like the one I'm holding right now, if you're watching us on Facebook.
Yeah, madam, I want to preach, to eat natural things, not meat. And I'm also looking at the, how would I put it, the industrial part of it also, because we need employment, people need to work, we need companies to grow, and if we based on all those things on say let us eat food direct and people work in that place. And again, the I don't know how to put it, the scale of the industry, how would I put it? Because if those things, if you are eating, maybe I eat that orange direct. Those who are making the farmers, will they gain more? Because I don't know if you.
That's an economic question, actually. That's an economic question.
Yeah, but you can still produce fresh. I'm not saying you shouldn't be buying any juice out there. I'm gonna have to hang up on that. But thank you for bringing that out. All I'm saying is that some of the juice sold out there is not as healthy as you think it is. Not that you shouldn't be having juice. In the contrary, you can buy a lot of juice and produce a lot of juice, and you can sell a lot of juice out there. There's a lot of healthy juice out there in the market. That's what I was actually going to get to. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because this is really the Nigerian problem.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is you're not making a choice for us. You're saying, so you know this option. Let me show you another option.
That's exactly where I'm getting
instead of weighing both options, he seems to already have his mind situated somewhere, and he's practically talking about, well, if you ask all of us to just eat raw foods, what happens to the industries?
Yeah.
So the problem with that, his concern is that this consumer makes the demand. If I want fresh fruit and I want it 100%, I can make a demand to a company and say, if you, except you give me this, I'm not going to buy it.
Exactly.
But when we approach the situation from the angle he's coming from, a company can place over quality bottom line. They can say their zeros matter more to them and give to us whatever they choose.
I think I misunderstood what he was trying to say. That's exactly what it is. Companies are so profit-oriented. They don't care about what's getting into your belly. They don't care. And what we're trying to do is educate you. And unfortunately, the thing you should understand in the health sector nowadays, you need to be standing out. You don't have to be going with the flow, because going with the flow nowadays is the wrong flow. And we are trying to educate you, to give you that knowledge in order to change the consumer demand. Because who decides on what's being sold?
Absolutely.
It's you, the buyer, the consumer. Once you start changing your demand and changing your choice of food,
you change the supply.
Then you're changing the supply. So I'm not saying don't buy any juice. That is I hope that's not what he got.
Funny enough, you didn't even imply that.
I didn't even imply that.
He just was thinking about money and
we
zeros.
do. And if you really want to encourage those farmers, you should be buying from your local farmers.
Absolutely.
You should be encouraging the small businesses who are barely able to make it till the end of the month, because the big companies who don't care about your health and just want to sell you a box of sugar and concentrated fruit juice that has been through so much, they just want to make money. So you want to really make a difference? Start making a good choice when you're buying your food. That's exactly what I need to say. But anyway, back to this topic before we take more calls, because I can see the lines are going crazy right now. So putting the process aside, Joyce, I was talking about fruit concentrate. And this is exactly what I want to focus on. Because why do they do that? It's not just about killing germs. Apparently because it's less expensive to transport. So what they do, they transport the fruit concentrate that can come either in powder or 1/5 of its volume of the natural fruit, and then they send it to the producer or the plant, the production plant, and they just add water and other additives, as I said. So there's a lot of cost cutting for them, and it makes a bigger difference when it comes to profit. Basically, and bottom line is, I mean, I'm sure you, along with many other listeners right now, are concerned people about your health. But I want you to try and not to look at the signs that are in front of the package when you're choosing your juice. Because these contain words like natural, 100%, fresh. And some of you might just think that, since it comes from fruits, it's definitely healthy. So,
that
fruit juice is
that
fruit.
would be my thinking before.
But I'm sorry to burst your bubble. There is more than it than just looking at the word fruit. If you want to choose a good fruit juice, bottom line is, and unfortunately, it's not very common here, which is why you're maybe better off eating the fruit. But that's another topic I want to get to. Your fruit juice should contain in its ingredients, which is what we will be talking about, 100% fruit juice. It should be written 100% fruit juice in the ingredients, not
not on the box.
No.
Oh.
Ingredients. You turn and you have the ingredients.
Yeah,
all
you read the label, okay?
Okay. Then I'm going to give you this and you're going to look at the ingredients.
Okay.
Okay? So it should contain 100% fruit juice. It should not contain any additives. And if you want more on what kind of additives, please go on the Instagram page at Carla, NOUJAIMC, or hashtag the health station after the show. That will be posted on more information on how to choose your juice, what ingredients to look out for, what ingredients to make sure are not in your juice, as much as you can. So, no additives, 100% fruit juice. It does not come from concentrate. This one comes from concentrate. Most of the juices sold come from concentrate because it's cheaper. It lasts more on the supermarket shelf. But guess what? Your fruit has been stripped of all its nutrients. It includes puree and pulp. So when you shake the juice, it's not crystal clear. It should have the pulp. It should have some
the fiber.
The fiber, exactly, left. But what they do, they remove that as well. So imagine how much of it is gone. And hopefully organic. Now, we don't have a system here that insists on,
or manages the standard for organic.
Specifically in Nigeria, unless it's imported. But I'm trying to make you eat local. So the only way to make sure that it is, that it is good, that it's not to read the front label, but to refer to the ingredient list. And unfortunately, sometimes you have unexpected ingredients. Now, when you're looking at the ingredients, whatever ingredient is marked first is the ingredient that has the higher content of the container.
Yeah.
So what's the first thing you read?
Apple concentrate.
So the most thing it has in this is
this
apple
1 liter box. Yeah.
So the volume that takes its most is the apple concentrate, because that's an apple juice we're looking at. So after that, what is it? So it's in order of volume, actually. After that,
natural apple flavor.
So natural apple flavor.
So it's a flavor, not the apple, actually.
So once again, I looked into that. I've tried looking into what do they mean by natural flavor, and there's not much information that really tells you exactly what it is. So sometimes there's always a loop in the system where you can kind of play around with words and make it look healthy.
Yeah.
Flavor, whether it's natural or why do you want to add flavor when there's actually the juice inside? That's because it's been stripped of its flavor. You want to add more flavor.
Yeah.
So that makes you thinking. After that,
water,
because you've added it to the fruit concentrate.
Absolutely.
And after that,
and that's it. Nothing more.
So this
concentrate natural apple flavor water.
This is the simplest list I have found so far from the locally made juices. There are many juices out there, and if you go on the Instagram page at Carla Nujaim, see or hashtag the health station, you will see a list of ingredients that big. Joyce, I promise you.
Yeah.
Stuff that is added. You've got concentrate, words like concentrate, flavor, E numbers like E221, E330, coloring, sugar, syrup, cocktail. These are the most common, but for sure, if you see these words, it is not 100% fruit juice. So my answer to one of our listeners is it really 100% natural when it's packaged this way?
No.
I'm sorry to say it's not. Let's take some more calls, and we'll continue talking about juice concentrate specifically, because that's the biggest ingredient you find in most juices sold nowadays.
0700 993 993 993. You're on the sunny side with Carla on the health station. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Sorry, I kept... Can you just reduce the volume, please?
Yes, I just did that.
Okay, go ahead.
I would like to contribute, add to, the processes you talked about.
Yes, go ahead. I really tried simplifying it. There's more to it.
I get, the only part I want to talk about is that extraction part.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
I just want to make it clear to people, people listening that I study food science and technology.
What's your name?
I said I studied food
What's
science.
What's your name?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Okay, go ahead.
Please do share, Joseph.
Go ahead.
All right. So that extraction part is not like there is a machine that, pierces into the fruit and takes it out or something like that. The extraction part is usually consisting of crushing. Most times it's crushing. If it is apple, it gets peeled and then it gets crushed. It is a pineapple peeled and crushed. If it is orange, sliced open and squeezed and then sieved, and all that. So that's the idea of extraction.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the other thing is, I like, in fact, I'm enjoying both of you over there. So, but when you say you look for an ingredient, 100% fruit juice, I don't think you are going to get that here in Nigeria necessarily, because there is one thing that is needed to make that function in a system like this, which you don't have. That is preservation. So when you bring those kind of things from companies, even when you want to store them in superstore and supermarket, you still need like some sort of refrigeration.
Yeah,
definitely. And they don't last that long. They last 2 days, maybe,
exactly.
not more than that.
Thank you. So that is why you are not necessarily going to get where they write in the ingredient 100%. No. In fact, the best you can guess that you can get that I think it's okay, although it's not, like you said, the other additives and everything.
What is it?
Just get the one that has a good number of concentrates, because that is the actual fact. If you check, most of them do not even have that concentrate.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
That's why
Thank you.
That's why I made you actually. Thank you for
Thank
calling,
you very
Joseph.
much.
Okay, can I add one more thing?
Yes,
Okay.
please do.
Okay. Now, I will not give name, but soft drink, soft drink, bottle drink,
That's another
more
topic.
than 99% does not contain a drop of fruit. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's more than 99.99999999999.
I was wondering why he left in 1%. I was like, the whole bottle of sugar and water.
Well, thank you, Joseph, for calling. So that's exactly why I got this, because I found this was the best option I could find out there.
Oh, wow.
Look, if you go to some supermarkets, you do find some 100% juice.
Yeah.
But this is from home business owners who actually just place their
Small
products
business owners.
very small,
Okay.
and they don't last more than 2 days in the fridge. Anyway, if you think about it, when it's natural, it's very easy for the nutrients to decay quickly because of their exposure to air. They haven't been pasteurized like any other juice. So it's better to drink your juice if it's fresh as soon as you've done it, as soon as you squeeze it or bought it.
Otherwise,
the
it
minute
goes
it's
through
done.
oxidation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Perfect. It goes through oxidation, and then it has no more nutritional value. So as he was saying, now, as I said, there are more ingredients you can find. But if it's like something like apple concentrate, natural apple flavor, and water, that's the least, how can I say, the least bad?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
bad,
yeah.
The least, I mean, the less on the ingredient list, the better.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
The less you have ingredients, the better. So try and go for as little as 3 ingredients if you can.
I think you should even say check the ingredients.
Definitely check the
think
ingredients
people
because they don't have fruit concentrate either sometimes. Sometimes they have just coloring, flavor, numbers, as I was saying.
And some sugars.
Honestly, the ones you should really avoid, and he's absolutely right. Unfortunately, the demand is not what it should be. If we switch our options and we start choosing healthier options, the demand will change.
Absolutely.
And this is on a course of maybe 10 years. I don't know.
Less.
Nigeria is still pioneering when it comes to healthy food choices, when it comes to drinks such as orange juice or apple juice or whatever. But if you go abroad, things have changed. You see more products that are sold fresh, 100% fruit juice. But as I said, shelf life is definitely less. But less is better, meaning it's more natural.
Yeah.
Let's take another call, Joyce.
Okay. 0700 993 993 993. Carla is talking about juice that you like a lot. Hello. Welcome to the sunny side.
Hello, Honorable. Off your mic, Honorable.
Good afternoon. Welcome. What's your name?
All right.
Oh, well, he thinks maybe that's a staff of some company.
Okay. So anyway, if you're having whatever problem you're having, go ahead, call again. So as I was saying, Joyce, there are many additives there. Let me take another call.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry, I just tuned in. I wanted to find out a question. I sent a message on the WhatsApp, but it wasn't replied.
Okay.
All right.
What's your question?
Sorry about that.
I have not been listening because I have been sick and all. So
just ask your question.
I wanted to confirm if you've announced the winners for our Everyday Nigerian.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
We're going to get back to you about that tomorrow, okay? And believe me, if you were one of the Everyday Nigerians, you would have been called up already.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
We're doing very well. How are
Thank
you?
you.
Excellent. I caught up on the conversation that you were having.
Yes.
My name is Akins.
Hi,
I'm a health
Akins.
coach.
Oh, welcome. Go ahead. Tell us what you have to share.
You really hit the nail on the head because I tell all my clients as well that look, it's just pure logic. If you took a pack of fruit juice from the supermarket shelf that costs 500 naira, buy the same amount of oranges for 500 naira and squeeze it and see how much
you'll get.
You can eat, you can drink.
Hello. Have we lost you?
Oh, I hope we haven't lost
Did
you.
we lose you?
No, he's still there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with you. Sorry,
Yeah.
I think I lost you for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, yeah, all you need to do is, for 500 naira that you bought the fruit juice for, buy 500 naira oranges
You won't even finish
and
it.
squeeze it.
Can I?
You won't even get a quarter of that amount. So
Exactly.
you need to ask yourself, what is in that pack?
And
There's packaging, there's marketing, there's transportation to get to the shelf. It's not orange in that pack. There's no, it's not orange. And then people just believe, they'll tell you, I don't take anything sugary, I take fruit juice. I'm like, that fruit juice is not, it's not helping you. It's zero. It's not doing anything for you.
oh,
It's
thank
not
you,
doing anything
Coach.
for you. So I like the fact that you keep educating the people because people need to know. Because they will tell you, I only drink this
Juice.
whatever brand of fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Sorry
lost
we
you.
lost you. I'm so glad you called. What was his name? I forgot the name. Anyway.
Coach is a good way
Coach,
to,
health
yeah.
coach, the good health coach. Anyway, thank you for sharing that. And I wanted to add on that, Joyce,
Yeah.
before we end the show. It's true. You were saying, if you buy for that amount, the amount of oranges, can you actually finish
No,
those
you can't
oranges?
finish it.
But
No.
anyway, another thing you should understand, even if juice that is homemade is healthier, it's not always the only thing you should be having because even when it's homemade, it doesn't have the pulp, so it doesn't have the fiber.
Yeah.
You're better off having the whole fruit.
Oh.
Why squeeze your oranges when you can have the full orange at the end of the day?
With
And
the
you will-
fiber.
With the fiber,
With
the
the
whole
fiber.
orange.
Yeah,
Just
the
eat the
forage.
whole
Yeah.
orange.
Yeah.
You will feel fuller. Your blood sugar won't be skyrocketing because as much as it's homemade and it's not packaged, it still contains fructose, it still contains sugar. And for people who are sensitive to glucose and have insulin and sensitivity or who are pre-diabetic, these are things you should consider. These are factors you shouldn't ignore.
Yeah.
So my call here is fine. It's healthy to have fruit juice, but it's not the healthiest
the healthiest
thing to
option.
do. because you'll be taking in more sugar in your diet than you usually do. Sorry, I have to
Carla has
stop
to go.
here.
Our time's up.
Go on hashtag the health station or at Carla NOUJIMC. You'll have more on that. Joyce, thank you for having me.
And then have a beautiful weekend.
And enjoy your fruit juice this weekend.
Absolutely, Carla. I mean, I've made better life decisions just turning the new age. So thank you for this information. We appreciate it. We'll see Carla again next Friday, 3 p.m. DOT. Headlines up next. My name is Joyce. The sun sets here. Stay out of trouble. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you Monday on the sunny side. Bye-bye.